Hi, this is Nikki, and I'm here to share the messages that I get from Spirit and from all of our higher selves that are having us on this journey to unconditional love. Love of the journey, love of the soul group that are most definitely helping us into our divine unions. And I do divine love healing, and I can connect to your souls and get you the messages that your souls want you to know to put you on your highest path. I see everything like a film, so I give you a write-up of everything I see, a guided mantra, and a 3-card angel read. And I'm doing bundles at the moment, a special of £20 only. And if you buy 2, you get 3. If you buy 3, you get 4. If you buy 4, you get 5, and so on. Until if you buy 8, you get 10, because you get 2 free, because 8 is infinity and 2 is the union. And so, what I wanted to just say, I also do a crystal grid which uses pieces of rose quartz. So I was guided to set up on the Lion's Gate for me and my twin to come into union. And then I was guided to put it out for everyone to help everyone come into their union. And it's being part of a soul group that are all helping collectively to ground the energies of as above, so below, bring spirituality into your reality. And as well, basically, it's all based around the forest lovers who are entwined together for eternity around the oak tree. And so it's all about grounding the spiritual connection into our physical and basically then spreading unconditional love around the world. Because you become part of a soul group that then are collectively having the intent to ground, to help all twin flames come into their union. And the power of doing it collectively is huge. The power of doing anything collectively is massive. And so what I just wanted to share as well is mentioned the other day that I am sort of being led to do energy reads as well now. So if you want to have, if you have healing and you want to have an energy read as well, then that's an option. So what I do is a spread that looks at what you're what on both sides, what you're thinking, feeling, wanting, and then the energies coming in and the crowning and the grounding energy. As well as that, I ask for a key, what is the key thing that you need to know? Now, I'm just going to share this because this came through from a reading that an energy reading that I did yesterday, and it was so brilliant. I just thought I just have to share it because this is in the feeling. What was the divine masculine feeling? And what they were feeling was the community. And this is like the goddess card of all of us collectively coming together and to create this universal heartbeat and the pull of the universal heart. All around here is the apples and roses. So this is basically the goddess energy. And because we're doing it collectively, the pull of that is so great. So that was so perfect to see because I was like, oh my God, you're joking. So next, which was just brilliant, right? Because it just confirms everything. So, and then this is along with other cards, but then the key thing that, so I was like, what's the key thing that you need to know for your union? And this was the card. Now, it is the Thinking Man. It's number 46, which is 10, which is 1, which is new beginnings. And look, this is number 7, which is all about spiritual awakening and enlightenment. So the great thing about this is that this is a man that's mostly in his head, but now he is looking at a crystal. So he's awakening to, he's starting to think outside of the box, let's say, and he's feeling the fact that this was lined up right next to this card. So this is us in the crystal grid, or if you come to me for healing, the collective energies of the goddess energies increasing the pull of heart. And then the key thing that we were needed to know was there's this guy here who's usually in his mind, but actually he's looking at the crystal and focused very much at the crystal and wanting a new beginning. So I was like, oh my God, that is just too cool. So the other thing that I have to say is, honestly, this journey just gets more and more surreal. So there's just been a Eurovision Song Contest on, which is basically all of Europe and Australia entering songs. And there's like 200 million people watch it all over the world. Anyway, it was like crazy, the signs that were in this competition. It was insane. There's even like some guys sat like the backdrop to it was a guy with chakras, the line of your chakras all lit up. The UK entry, she was in a gold goddess dress, and the whole of the set was just gold stardust going off. It was just insane. There was like rainbows, there was everything. And every single song pretty much told a story and had loads of signs. The last song that came on was I Believe in You. So it was just, I was just thinking, this is so surreal. So I just wanted to share something as well that happened last night with me, because it might, some of you might experience this. But I was, a friend of mine for my birthday took me to see a gig, which they were called Left Field. Anyway, this completely came out of left field because it was back in the same venue that I've been to with my twin. And afterwards we went to the same bar that I've been to with my twin. Anyway, so I'm stood outside this bar and I see this guy. And for some reason I just sort of clocked his eye because I thought he had similarities to my twin. And as it happens, he came over to talk to her, and we just got chatting. And really, really lovely guy. And there was just something about him that really, really reminded me of my twin. Anyway, the most bizarre, surreal thing happened. He was very, very drunk, let's face it. But he started saying all of these things to me, which was basically exactly what I hear through, my twin spirit and his soul and his higher self. So he was basically saying, I don't know, it was just bizarre because it was like my twin spirit was completely working through this guy and telling me, that basically he was in love with me and he thought I was beautiful and all of this crazy things. And I was just like, you're just really drunk, mate, but that's lovely. Thank you so much. But it was quite a surreal thing because the other thing, he mentioned a band that my twin, I know that my twin really likes. And he also mentioned that he saw them at Glastonbury, which is obviously where I've been with my twin. So it was just really, really surreal because I always thought that because he also had the same kind of mannerisms as well. And it was just, it was just very, very, a very surreal night, I must say. So when I say that your twin spirit can work through conversations, people, your environment, everything around you, last night, more than ever, I experienced that. I mean, it was just literally crazy. This guy was also really into energy work. He does Tai Chi. And he also was a teacher of sociology. So, he had the hint of the divine masculine all over him. But yeah, just quite a surreal experience. So if anyone else is going to experience that, you might have men coming up to you and confessing that undying love for you because your twin spirit is working through them. But yeah, it was quite amusing. Anyway, so I just want to say I've really enjoyed doing these sort of energy